Today we are talking about el pretérito, or the preterite tense. This is one of the past tenses in Spanish. All right, the other one that we've already talked about is el imperfecto. All right, so what el pretérito translates to, or what we use it for, is to talk about what happened. All right. This ed in English is very important. It's basically the equivalent of the pretérito. So again, the example I gave, I was using the verb bailar. In English, in the pretérito, we'd say I danced. All right, with that ed. All right. As opposed to when we talked about the imperfecto, we said I was dancing or I used to dance. All right, so it has, again, slightly a different meaning in this preterite tense. We use this for completed actions. Things that don't repeat. And once and done actions. All right. But again, we'll come back to these uses between the imperfecto and the pretérito later on. Right now, we're just focused on being able to conjugate into the pretérito and to be able to use it in a context. All right. So again, these are like the ed endings in English. All right. For your AR verbs, when we take off that AR, the yo ending is going to be A. Tú is going to be haste. Él, ella, usted, o. Nosotros, hamos, just like it was in the present. And then ellos, ellas, and ustedes, haron. All right, this is going to take a little more practice to get used to. The accent marks are very important in this tense because when they're written down, they do change the meaning. They also change pronunciation. All right, so we'll stick with bailar here. All right, to say I danced, what I gave you in English up here, you would say yo bailé. I danced. But let me give you an example here of why this O with an accent is very important. If I say ella bailó, all right, she danced. All right, this is the correct way. Woohoo! If I forget that accent mark there and I say ella bailó, all right, first off, my stress is not on this O, bailó. It's actually on the AI here, bailo, just like we would in the present tense, yo bailo. So this would be ella bailó, which would translate to I danced, or I dance. I dance, which does not make any sense at all. All right, so it is very important that we have this accent mark here on the O to tell us that it's not a yo form in present tense and that we need to stress that O, bailó. All right, so just practice saying the AR endings here with me. We have A, haste, o, hamos, bailaron. And then we'll put it all with bailar. So we have yo bailé, tú bailaste, él, ella, usted bailó, nosotros bailamos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes bailaron. All right, so that's for your AR verbs. ER and IR verbs, they're going to take the same endings as well as each other. So for yo, it's going to be y, tú, iste, él, ella, usted y yo, nosotros imos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes hicieron. All right, let's take a look at comer, and we'll do escribir as our IR. All right, so comer, take off that ER. If I want the yo form to say I ate, I'd add this I with an accent mark. Yo comí. I ate. All right, in English, to eat is irregular. We don't say I eated. That just sounds silly. The correct way would be saying I ate. All right, so that would be that. For escribir, we take off our IR and add again the E. If it's yo escribí, would be I wrote. Again, we don't say I righted. All right, I wrote. All right, so let's practice saying these. I'll give you the endings first, and then we'll practice putting them into these words here, comer and escribir. So for our endings, we have y, iste, yo, imos, hicieron. All right, let's put them into comer. We have yo comí, tú comiste, él, ella, usted comió, nosotros comimos, ellos, ellas, ustedes comieron. And now let's try escribir. Yo escribí, tú escribiste, él, ella, usted escribió, nosotros escribimos, ellos, ellas, ustedes escribieron. Muy bien. All right, so those are the regulars. Now, we have a lot of irregulars here. All right, which I'm going to have up in various videos. We have one dealing with the AR verbs only. We call them car, gar, and zar verbs. All right. We have boot verbs. We do have a couple. We have I to Y spelling change. We have something called a raíz changers. And we have just verbs that are just straight up irregular. All right, there's no other rhyme or reason to that. They don't really fit any of the other categories very well. So we will be talking about each one of these irregular verbs in separate segments. So that way we can keep things kind of separated. And as always, if you have any questions, shoot me a message or come see me in person, and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have about the preterito. All right, the regular preterito. All right, again, it's one of the past tenses. It talks about what happened, something that's completed, doesn't repeat, or possibly a once and done action. In English, it's that ed ending. All right. For AR verbs, you have haste, o, amos, and aron. For ER and IR verbs, you have iste, io, imos, and ieron. All right. And then you have these sets of irregulars that we will be talking about in other videos. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Otherwise, happy conjugating.